Hey YouTube, if you're suffering from fear, anxiety, or depression, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic, you've definitely come to the right place. This video is going to be very informative, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm Baljit Saini, and this is my YouTube channel, Ultra Healers. Welcome. Today's video is going to be talking about 15 different ways to reduce anxiety, fear, and depression, especially during these unprecedented times with the coronavirus pandemic going on. So I'm just going to get right in. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe, and if you like this video at the end, feel free to share. So the first item that I want to discuss is exercise. Obviously, you've heard this probably from many people. Exercise is extremely important, not just during these times, but just on a regular basis. It doesn't matter how heavy you are, it doesn't matter what kind of shape you're in. Get some kind of exercise, at least 4 times a week, I would say. If you can do more, that's great, but make sure there's at least one day of rest in the week, because your body needs rest to rejuvenate. Exercise helps you increase your dopamine levels, increase your serotonin levels, increase oxytocin levels. It helps your neurotransmitters talk to each other, and it helps actually increase stem cells and brain cells. So you can actually become smarter, you can become happier and less stressed if you simply exercise. And exercise, I mean, you if you're at home, you could jump rope. I know the gyms are closed right now. Jump rope, you can go running, you can do yoga, which is actually my second thing that I was going to discuss. Yoga is great. There's so many online classes that are available with yoga. I'm going to go ahead and combine exercise and yoga together. You can download apps. You can go online and research on YouTube what kinds of exercises to do. And you just have to put in like 30 minutes a day, and then you'll start feeling completely rejuvenated at the end of those 30 minutes. And then if you really track your workouts, you'll start feeling your mood will change, become more positive, more elevated, more happy-go-lucky kind of thing, and you'll just feel better about yourself. So exercise and yoga, very, very important, whether it's during these times or not. I would highly recommend, especially during these times. People seem to get lazy being at home, and they tend to want to drink, and they tend to want to eat more junk food because a lot of people are not used to staying at home. A lot of people are used to going to work on a daily basis. They're used to their routines, and right now they've fallen off of their routines. So keep in mind exercise and or yoga, very, very important. Now yoga, there's a lot of different elements in yoga. I mean, there's meditation, there's pranayama, which is breath work, there's yogic philosophy, there's kriyas, there's different types of yogas, kundalini, hatha yoga, ashtanga yoga. Whatever suits your needs, you can research online and get into a yogic routine. If you want, you can check out all the online communities. Right now I'm learning and practicing yoga through Tommy Rosen, which is a great source. Okay, so the third thing I want to discuss is pranayama, which is breath work. It comes from old Indian Vedic systems and from yogis from many centuries ago. Breath work is really important. There's multiple ways to breathe. I'm sure you've kind of heard about certain types of breath work. There's certain types where you breathe in from one nostril and then breathe out from the other. Then breathe in and then breathe out. And you can repeat that cycle. That helps you calm down. That helps with anxiety. It helps with fear. Breathing is very important for anxiety, fear, and depression, because what it does is it actually helps to calm the brain, the racing, the running thoughts that are going through our brain. It helps to calm that down. It also is very good for your lungs. COVID-19, my heart goes out to everyone who's been affected by COVID-19, by the way. It's, like I said, it's very, very high crisis times. Stay at home as much as you can. Only go out shopping for groceries, one person from your family, and if you need to go to the doctor to pick up your medication or for urgent care, do that. But I wouldn't recommend going out on a limb to go hang out and go, be in groups and whatnot. This is the time to go within. This is the time to take what you have experienced through various teachings that you've learned on YouTube, or various things that in your mind that you should be doing, but you've been stuck at work and not been able to practice. This is the opportunity for you to take that time and learn everything that you can. Because once you absorb all of these things and start practicing them, then you can blossom like a flower. Then you can start teaching other people too. Okay, so the third thing I wanted to discuss was meditation. Meditation is really important. I usually meditate during the morning. I wake up, I do a little bit of yoga right when I'm in bed, just to kind of stretch out my body. I'll hydrate myself, and then I'll just sit and do some meditation. And beginners, if you're a beginner at meditation, you can spend about 10 to 20 minutes every morning. And if you are intermediate, I would say about 30 to 45 minutes. And if you're advanced, you could spend like 45 minutes to 2 hours. It's up to you. But for me, 30 to 45 minutes seems to do the trick. Sometimes I'll go an hour, but that's enough for me just to keep myself balanced and motivated. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to discuss was the number. So one of these, number 4 was pranayama, but I already kind of went through one of the types of breath work. I kind of want to jump back to pranayama again and talk about, there's breath of fire, which you can research online. I'll make another video about this stuff in the future, but there's breath of fire, there's agnisar that helps lose weight. There's deep breathing, there's chest breathing, there's stomach breathing, and there's various types of other pranayama. So that's pranayama. Check it out on wherever you get your sources, YouTube or Google or whatnot. I wanted to move on to number 5. Eat healthy foods like superfoods and whole grains, a lot of fruits and vegetables. It helps boost your immunity, boost your immune system. It also helps fight off viral infections, bacterial infections, and it keeps you sane. It keeps you, especially if you're suffering from anxiety, fear, and or depression right now, having a well-balanced meal at least 3 times a day will really help to trigger certain neurotransmitters, which actually get triggered from the gut at first, and then they get sent to the brain. There are some neurotransmitters that get triggered in the brain as well. But basically, you got to keep your gut healthy, keep your gut clean, eat some probiotics, eat some superfoods, eat blueberries, eat flaxseed, drink orange juice to boost up your vitamin C, take multivitamins, take, if you don't eat fish oil, take, Udo's oil. All these things will help keep your brain in check. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to go through was alcohol and caffeine. Now, if you, during these times, I'm sure that people are relying a lot on alcohol and caffeine, but alcohol and caffeine, it feels good while you're taking it, but afterwards you kind of have this slump, this crash, so to speak, or this withdrawal or this hangover. And these hangovers and withdrawals are due to the fact that your chemicals were surging while you're drinking this stuff, and then they deplete, and then that will cause you to have more fear and anxiety and even depression if you drink too much all the time. So limit your caffeine and alcohol intake during these times at least. Get 8 hours of sleep. That's my number 7 recommendation. Get at least 8 hours of sleep. 7 is okay too, but I would recommend 8 hours of sleep to be fully rejuvenated. Okay, and try to be on a circadian rhythm. I usually go to sleep around 9 o'clock and I wake up around 5 or 6. So I'm on a circadian rhythm on a daily basis, and it's really helping me stay motivated, helping with my meditation, helping with my morning exercise, and helping to do what I like to do throughout the day. Okay, so get enough sleep. A lot of fear and anxiety is caused by the media, so try to limit your media intake. Try to not to watch so much news. All the fear mongering and fear conspiracy theories on YouTube, it just throws you for a, you don't know what to expect. You're like, I don't know who's right. I don't know what's going on. Is this being caused by 5G? Is this being caused by people that want us to stay home and they have another agenda that they're working on? Is this being caused by a bioweapon? I mean, there's so much crazy stuff going on out there. Half of it is not even true. I mean, not even, who knows what's true and what's not. Just believe what you think is true. And if you're on a circadian rhythm, if you're on a natural system, if you're on a healthy path, like I'm trying to do right now, if you're trying to heal yourself, you'll know what's right and what's not. I mean, the universe will already pave that red carpet for you. You don't have to worry about what is going on in the media and I mean, sometimes the media is good. You need to know about these government loans and grants that are going on. You need to learn about these programs that the government is releasing. But I would limit my media intake. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one. Relationships. Keep your relationships. Don't stop talking to certain loved ones in your family. You don't have to go visit them right now, but at least virtually, there's so many different ways you can keep in contact with people. This is a good time to message all the people you haven't talked to in so long and ask them how they're doing, ask them how their families are doing, if they're safe or healthy. I went through my phone list and I messaged everybody that I haven't talked to that's close to me in a long time. And I messaged all of them, asking them how they're doing and how their families are doing. And a lot of them were really appreciative of me asking them. They were like, oh, wow, thank you. I haven't heard from you in a while. Thank you so much for reaching out. We're doing good. We're doing safe. How are you doing? And it makes you feel good. It kind of elevates those good, feel good chemicals like oxytocin. Keep in touch with your relationships. Okay, so that was number 9. I'm going to go to number 10. Make sure you journal. If you have a blog, that's really good too. Well, I write about every day or every other day. So I would recommend like at least 3 or 4 times a week. Writing will help you get what's on your mind off, and then you can focus on what you need to focus on. So it's kind of like meditation. So it's therapeutic in a way where you can offload all the crazy drama that's going on in your mind onto your blog or your journal, and then your mind kind of resets, and then you can basically allow your mind to absorb new information, download new information, so to speak, from the cosmos. We're downloading information from the cosmos. By the way, did you know that babies, because I have a little 10-month-old, and this area is really soft, and that's actually a connection with his third eye to the cosmos, and that closes when they're at age 3. So their ego starts building, and they start becoming more earthly. Right now, babies, from year 0 to year 3, they're being protected by the cosmos, and then when our ego starts growing, then we start becoming a little bit more free-willed, but we're still kind of still connected. You can connect even more by these things that I'm telling you about, like meditation, yoga, exercise, eating healthy, and all that stuff. Okay, enough on the tangent. Next thing is number 11. Find your purpose. Work on your passions. That's what's going to keep you motivated. If you are doing things that you don't want to do, you're going to be unhappy, you're going to be more stressed, and you're going to be more anxious, and you're going to be more depressed. Why would you want to feel that way? This might be God's or the universe's or the infinite potential out there, their way of kind of giving us a break to try to reevaluate what our lives are, and to see maybe we can work on our passions now. So work on your passions, what truly makes you happy. This stuff makes me happy, making these YouTube videos, working on ultra healers, helping heal people and helping give healing advice makes me happy. That's my passion. So I can do this all day, but I'm going to try to limit the video to 20 minutes. Okay, next one, be grateful. Make sure that you're grateful, because if you're grateful gives you acceptance of what is going on. You're accepting it, and you should be grateful for the fact that you're able to, watch things like this. You're able to, exercise. You're able to experience certain types of emotions. You're alive. You woke up this morning. You're blessed with certain things. Focus on the positives. That'll help you be more grateful. Gratitude is very important to be blissful. If you don't have gratitude, you can't be blissful. So that's kind of like it's really important. So if you can have gratitude, you can find bliss. Next thing is, don't overwhelm yourself. You don't have to do projects A through Z right now or ever. You just focus on the things that make you happy, and focus on the things that make your family happy, and you'll be fine. Okay, so don't overwhelm yourself. That's another trigger for stress. Okay, don't keep drinking coffee and feel like you need to do everything in the world. It's not a good way to go. You should find time to work on your inner self. Create a routine you can stick to. I know a lot of people are off their routines right now, but you should create a routine you can stick to. It might be a different routine than the one that you were in before. That's fine. But if you create a routine that you can stick to, it'll help you minimize that fear, anxiety, and depression and stress and all of that stuff. Because sticking to a routine will keep you busy, and it'll satisfy your purpose. And then lastly, don't focus too much on your past and your future, because when you're focusing on your past, you're focusing on sometimes you're like, oh, it was so good in the past like this, my life is all messed up now, but that's like not letting you move forward, right? And then if you focus on the future, you're like, okay, I hope this, I wonder if this is going to happen, that's going to happen for me, if I do this, is that going to happen? No. I mean, yes, it's good to focus on the future in terms of positive, and it's so good to reflect on the past in terms of positive. But when you're reflecting on the past in terms of my past was better than now, that's going to lead to depression. And if you focus on the future, like, I wonder what's going to happen, I'm worried, that leads to anxiety. So just stay in the present, plant your seeds that you need to plant now, and just focus on planting those seeds, and they'll grow, they'll blossom. That's what focusing on the present means. So I hope these 15 different things helped you understand what to practice on a daily basis to minimize fear, anxiety, stress, depression during these unprecedented, unknown, and really high-risk times. Please share this video if you found this useful, and I will be posting more videos similar to this about healing the mind, body, and soul in the future. Take care, and goodbye.